we me no di aje we bu no e me you want what you again me na what tie boni mege what tie ige we a tie go you ho o wa da me
Ipa
o wa da me
Ipa very sorry for that egwe no so bedelo
so this all time is souver so like what we can ga ru wa we ma o ni de gwa egin na ti we ba ma we na ka gwa sin
egwe baba nya te ita
Emi no yime atisu ni erugbe ogboni otingwe no di ogboni e ba mbe na ya twiko asa no lugo ah me we na be ya pa mo boro pa be tia banya me de we na di yege no kwa ga yo sha ni me so
sha no pa go ni because media one me no you one and at least if women so pa nya ya wa asset wa ma asset wa we gbe ma mo bo ya so egwe baba no one me no baba we ti understand is na one so o see
baba na we ya emphasize ni me the platform they this guy no they me ati that's just this woman of respect me a deported me no me Italy me be France e va na bien il va
eze pa ni we eze ye ni mi ya ga tapa mi azegbe no tapa egwe wen o pe ma bi am gbese awe we
Don't please, sir.
Why not?
Don't please. I don't know if Chief is free. I will have advice if you can bring him up so that we clear the air.
Okay, Chief.
I want to
make that clear and I say because I want to clear.
I want to address the issue. I know the history that concerns Yobanugu.
But you can still talk like this now. You can still talk.
Yes, you can still talk.
Okay.
You can still talk.
Okay, Epa, as a traditional man, Epa, as a traditional man.
For example, so where minimum ya where mina bu where they ina woni wa do two evani Tori or rather we say dey tell me ani ni evani there here ti se kunuje to where you tell me
kakabo wa eti yeah
what is there where women my camera
Epa, ogo sajayi wa guy ka sonia ni metam we woni ma woni on ya wa we saja sonia babala e mata no ko sanu we na we mudia yege nyo si mata la yege no si mata Epa enyes go gevini atalele we listen Epa yege yani timo gyo ba ya ezuozu oge ni ka meti oge ni ka well last oba enika oyeguna so man ogi ongi enika o on your what is ogi enika o ya so e panigu egun oba la nigu egun e ma fi so tired
don't please abeg all these people they write about abidi so abi mute them
wait now yeah because yeah to we fake chief Imanibuati we fake chief yeah to so many things
don't please that man
Mr.
is
Professor.
not a fake chief.
Mr. Professor.
What your senior brother where where don't wanna tell me na money ne kaka ishi.
We pa mudia we only made and we let go and listen to Mekiri. Do you know why I brought Baba 1 minute?
Message talo ave na ritana we a false statement in Ayarishin. So let's forget.
No, if I want you know the history want to know now. Wait, if
I give them the authority. Maybe they publish my name. You understand even now? When you are publishing,
no, yeah, but okay, can we this trace on my because yeah, we claim a kingdom. I will claim a kingdom. I will well or bagging man. I will where like yeah, we at your bar talk where more talk by
from Ubu Kingdom. Here we do. Well, me not on where we
didn't who we do, you understand?
Here we do.
Do you ever wait?
Ugu territory, Evani Kere, Vani Rame Kere, Vani Yemen Kere.
Ugu territory.
Ugu Edo.
Okay. When Edo State in I say Edo State is Edo ya. When Edo State on Edo ya, Edo is outside Edo State.
Chief, sir.
Wagegwan.
I want to ask Chief's question.
La, who tell me a question? Gegwan.
Ugu Edo. You understand me now?
Yeah.
So, when you no kaka, Ugu Edo, Ugu cannot get right from a normal yo. I don't you understand me now?
Yeah.
Right from a normal yo, make it do my by Ishimiji. Do Edo, please, Ugele wo wara. Ema babe, iyo kunyo, imaka awari do not buy area ta.
Yeah. But when my civilized, my do is Edo State.
Do is Edo State. Why actually go here? If no rishi me come when we are the do is Edo State.
So okay, we know a question. Rugged Professor Lam, a question.
Chief, I'm not Rugged Ashawo.
But anyway.
My name is Prince Elogosa.
No, Elogosa, he Prince Elogosa. He na
don't worry. Chief, don't worry. I'm not bothered about the insult. It's normal in TikTok.
No.
For me, to the best of my knowledge, I have studied history. I studied history in Enogie in 2008, sir, in the Faculty of Education. When I was in Enogie, Professor Osayuki Oshodi was the Dean of Faculty of Education in Enogie. I narrate history. It is what history says I follow. I don't do biasness. I just want us to clear the air on this platform. I will ask you questions, you will ask me questions. I know I have books that talks about the emergence of Obanugu, what transpired that led to the existence of Obanugu, and what later transpired why it is not acceptable for you to call Obanugu kingdom as a kingdom. We will debate, we will engage one another. For you to say you are Chief Olia, yes, you are very, very correct, because in history, Anohe can have chiefs, and Enogie can have chiefs. Then the Oba of Benin also have chiefs. But it depends on the jurisdiction. And Ohe chiefs, for example, the Lawura of Use, I'm quoting history, sir. It's history I will quote. I don't have any personal grudges against anybody. I am not interested in basketballs. I don't do that. I follow what history says. For example, sir, and Ohe, like the Lawura of Use, according to history, Ohe, that is why if you go to Use, you see some people who are chiefs in Use. If you go to communities where you have Enogie or Enogie, they also have chiefs. Then the Almighty Oba of Benin also have chiefs. But let us look at the similarity and the difference and the jurisdiction. If the Lawura of Use gives you a chief, as a chief, you are restricted to Use. If the Enogie of Irua, sir, I am quoting what history says. History, what I read in history books. Then, if the Enogie of Irua also have chiefs, but the chiefs in Irua are restricted to Irua. The Enogie of Uromi has chiefs. The chiefs are restricted to Uromi. The Enogie of Ewohimi have chiefs, but his chiefs are restricted to Ewohimi. Then we now have the Oba of Benin. The Oba of Benin has his own chiefs. And the chiefs of the Oba of Benin are not limited to any community. For example, Chief Omo Osage Utete Nega B, the Oba Dolagboji of Benin Kingdom, is a chief that was conferred to him by the Oba. His own oversees every other chiefs ordained by the Ohe, every other chiefs ordained by the Enogie. For example, sir, you are Chief Olia, yes, in Ugu's kingdom, in Ugu locality, yes. But you as an Olia, you are not higher than Chief Olia who live in the Olia market, sir. Chief Olia who lives in Olia market, his jurisdiction is higher than your own, sir, as Chief Olia.
Correct.
That is what history says. I don't know you before. I don't have any personal grudges against you. Yes, you are Chief Olia. In those your Ugu communities, yes, you are. That is why I told the Don Priest, nobody should insult him. Let him come.
Nobody can insult him here.
Let him talk.
Mr.
Mr. Mr. Listen.
Professor Losa, you see, where's the Kakabo? Only our do Devinu. The work of Olia in the palace.
One of the function of Chief Olia. When you that
one of the power tap now, the situation us again. One of the power tap family, everybody power tap a beg. Share the live stream, everybody see what the happen for history.
One of the basic function of Chief Olia is very paramount in the coronation of a new Oba of Benin. We have the Edohe, we have the Uzamaniyo. The basic function of Chief Olia is that he pronounced the name of the new Oba of Benin. Why the chief? Well, I'm coming, sir, because that one I don't have my book. I wish I had my book. I would have quoted more functions of the Olia. But my emphasis today is I want to talk about how Oba Nugu came about. How he came about. I have my books here now. I will put it on camera. I will be quoting different sources.
Okay. Hello, sir. But yeah, can we bring the question?
The function of Olia. So, when we Olia all pronounce the Oba of Benin, which is the Oba of Benin, which is the Olia of Benin. Then, okay, now, the same a portion, that is my belief.
When the same portion, Olia Jevedu, Jevedu.
Yes, now that's what I'm saying. That they have similarity, they bear the same name, but it is the jurisdiction. If I'm coming, sir, let me say something before you continue.
Chief,
Okay, sir.
You make ni buba use mama so do cause mama don't hear problem me. Do you know the how Oba Nugu came today?
That's what we want to discuss. Yes, sir.
Emma discussing now. How Oba Nugu came to in existence. Emma discussing now.
Yes, sir. That's why we are here, sir. Okay, I will tell you. I have the history books here, sir.
Oh, we have a history book here. Tally, you're not a man, not a professor. What in here? Professor.
Okay, now I will go to the book.
No, because he has to tell us the history. When you're Oba Nugu Yare, we want to know the history.
Hello, sir.
If I don't be that, but if I don't worry. If I don't worry.
Chief, where Korean with the man you. Chief, Mudane, where Korean with me.
wait to team to wait near the life when I real life.
No, because you know say na man ye got the only one gele the position near the area where you when no mind be. Any a metana.
Okay.
You are well listening meta when we remember just bring your memory dance listen to me where because people are talking that oh you were okay let us have another.
Thank you. Now, according to the traditional account, after the demise of Obaiweka has 2 sons, and those 2 sons were Idu and Uwakwahe. Those were the 2 sons of Obaiweka the first.
Okay.
Epa, please, sir. With all due respect, sir, I am not here for question and answer. I want to narrate the history, sir. Let me narrate the history.
You can't narrate the history. Now that question, I kill everything. Now that question, what be history?
Chief, sir.
Kweka one answer a question again here. Go answer a question.
No. I know where Epa is going to. Don't please.
Come on, no way by Bonnie. Where you come on where you are about to read the history. Where men know where now.
Epa, don't worry. Let me electing everybody. They will not take question and answer.
Chief, we give one. You hear one? What got?
Please, sir.
No, if I mean no, you're one of you. Oh, what can we do? Then
Epa. Chief Olia, sir. Right, Chief, I must respect you. Right, Chief, sir. Let us do it civil. Let us be civil, sir. Obaiweka the first has 2 sons, and those 2 sons were Idu. That's how Idu came about. Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. Don't worry. My name is Prince Elogo Sanyayo. I'm from the Edohe. I'm from a Edohe family. Among the Uzamani. Epa, don't worry, sir. I will quote history the way it is. I don't have any personal grudges against you, sir. I will just quote history. Then you can begin to ask me questions.
You may have a personal issue with you.
Yes. Now, I have 2 books. 2 books. Obaiweka the first has 2 sons. Idu and Uwakwahe. Now,
One of the power tap. One of the
after the demise, after Otori, the 2 sons of Obaiweka the first, Idu and Uwakwahe, they were not competing over who will not be the next Oba of Benin. During the reign of Obaiweka the first, before Otokeruore, Obaiweka the first was the Oba of Benin. He was in charge of all those communities. And I will mention those communities. Before then, during the reign of Obaiweka the first, there was nothing like Obanugu. Let us get that one very clear, sir. During the reign of Obaiweka the first, there was nothing like Obanugu.
Professor.
Sir, please, let me narrate the history, sir. Please hold on, sir, please.
If I get 5 minutes, if I get like 3 minutes in the no go, get 3 minutes here.
Epa, sir, Chief, sir.
Three rugged professor. Three rugged professor.
How many Oba we don't see before Eweka came?
Three rugged professor.
Enogie, I greet you.
Now first greet all of una first. Three rugged professor wa mawagbon. Why quoting law the men are? A man now we are other do. So as far they are not other do, he is not to be referred to as Olia. I don't know him as a chief. But please, Amen. This man, professor. You are too elect. You are too professor. Don't call him a I tell you, he's parading himself, impersonating. We have one Olia in those states. And that Olia is the
where
power.
a professor explained the
Adam,
chief in my way. When you explain them my way now,
Enogie, now then you get her wrong. What we are doing, we will only have
Enogie.
You know what they talk to Prince?
Where we are talking a man, a monopoly.
I'm your brother, my brother.
He's not. Enogie me call a chief now. A chief now a lawyer no ba. Or respect or back akabo. Or whatever. He told me that whether anything or anything, he says he's very loyal to the Oba Benin. Even the kingdom is loyal to the Oba Benin. Enogie history, where the history man where no be a professor now. When you tell where any
oh yeah, when you tell me I'm done with
you are insulting him. You are insulting the chief.
Don't please, I have a question for you. Don't please, Imotani, I know well, I will meant to take the one on you. Don't please, don't please, you know, kingdom I'm doing.
We only have one kingdom in Edo State. But when I beg we're listing now. We're listing. We have only one kingdom in Edo State, which is Benin Kingdom. Now, if you look at so many people, they are claiming kingdom now. And we are trying to know why all this is happening. Any money in my head, because a chief in that bar kingdom no claiming. If you go to many places, they are claiming kingdom. I'm telling you, they are claiming kingdom. So we have to do this amicably so that people will know why these people are claiming kingdom. And the man and the professor, he knows history very well, and I'm very happy he's collaborating with us in this platform. Also, any cannot hear another collaborate with collaborate with him because of history. And I'm very happy in no history. And we are not going about a chief now. So Eleosa respected him, and Eleosa is trying to tell him his position. Why is it being Eleosa going? Why is it being Eleosa want to tell him if anyhow he's trying to maybe Yahweh respect to a one man in the year where a chief. I will wear loyal Obage do. Is it true or not? But we don't we might get one.
Oh, about talk by.
He said.
I say yo about talk by. When you make I not get problem with anybody. He might but if he may year and he make banana gua. You understand me? Oma lad.
Go to see me so gua.
Isi you say Oma na lad jawo chief here. All lad have a video camera. Or do introduce it by where that waving here ya elia because it started in your platform. Okay, now we only have one Oba in Edo State. We only have one palace in Edo State. We only have one Olia in Edo State. Where is that? This person you are calling a chief is supporting one boy called Brokos. That's Ogoba.
Yeah, we support it.
But Prince, are you a baby?
Can you bring any evidence?
I don't know. This same person yesterday went on an interview with one man called Engineer. You have money not blocking me because I wanted to listen to how he take the chief. Then you're not blocking me. That's suspicion number one. Suspect number one. Then number two. We're chief working, right? Okay. Why are you insinuating? You cannot feel if I will stay here. You are always this man never talk say in Moba, in lawyer number, but people work by you now. Also, like I'm about way Eke mele ya mu wefi.
Bros, my men na
if he wants to come here, if he wants to come here, if he wants to come here, he will first of all say, he will first of all say,
who give you that shit title? Why they be Enogie? Who give you that shit title? Who
God bless you.
God bless you, bro. God bless you, my brother.
Yoruba slave. Yoruba slave, keep quiet. Yoruba slave, keep quiet. Yoruba slave, keep quiet.
You are a criminal for you to be playing Enogie in diaspora. Are you a shit?
He's a big criminal. He's a big criminal for that.
Chief Judge, a judge is a center. Enogie is a gas name.
A gas name is not a gas name. Enogie where they bear today na a gas name.
If you want to also do that, I am proud to be a Enogie.
Chief Olia is not a gas name. Only one
now that once I'm interested in the matter.
If you are interested, you have to be calm so that you understand everything.
He has to come back and say,
Enogie, a follower will make him or say, he only not at my only when Enogie me are not at my view. Where hotel Nigeria say, before my car here we born. Don't know Enogie as an Enogie gas name hotel Doni as a before my car here we born. I want to make somebody ask me that question. Answer that question.
Okay. That's a very good question, and I am going to answer you direct because we know.
Okay.
Enogie is there are a lot of people, but you be Enogie. Very many. Imagine what I wear more Enogie. He can't tell when I to her team and in there. But you know that like Germany 10 years ago. Magari camp of a meeting by Magao, and I was to see that. So, when me ya go yeve, when me ya mo suggestion story, even any Larry where Enogie is a nickname, given to me and my friends. So, you like media, not to be matter by it. While we get I want to be called that name in a media way, not in a traditional way, because Enogie, Marvel Sike Enogie. I have helped thousands of people with my own platform. You know, say now we have to be level to the way in the menu. When you imagine now, if we your body one bune. So if you come here Enogie today, I not be that traditional Enogie, but I be Enogie when it be say for digital Enogie with TikTok, Enogie tradition. But a man now,
God bless you. God bless you, Enogie.
Because we're not turning.
A question.
When me see ask you question now. How you go to ask me? No go ask you. Now me want ask you question now. You were there so. This question when me ask you so very one man. You never see when this person wey they call Chief so from Ugu. They were for the trauma they did palace. How many times have you ever told that guy to de-associate himself from Ogyoba set of people? How can you be a chief? What have you done about that? You know if you talk say you know
every time. We see every time.